This is Tracy Cox, and it's time to tune in for your time out. Today we're going to talk about the 10 destroyers of joy, specifically the blame game. The blame game takes away our joy. It just absolutely deflates our joy. And other feelings come in, like anger and frustration and, unhappiness. And you might have some other feelings that also come in. And when that happens, it's very unsettling. Again, my name is Tracy Cox, and today we're going to talk about the 10 destroyers of joy, specifically the blame game. And what's in it for you is that we're going to talk about the secret sauce as to how to stop that game from taking us down the rabbit hole. And most importantly, we're going to learn to be a victor and not a victim in life, and to always sustain our joy. So, when was the last time that you were part of the blame game? I bet you can remember that there was one time when you were blamed for something. And can you remember a time that you were blamed for something and you didn't take any action about it? Well, if that's the case, there's some benefits and some payoffs to that. So, I'd like you to think about that for a moment. And if you can think of the benefits that you might not take any action when you've been blamed for something, go ahead and comment below. That being the case, let me share with you this. I came up with 4 things that I believe are benefits. One would be feeling sorry for yourself. Another might be that you would not only feel sorry for yourself, but you might feel that you're a martyr. Another idea is that you are reinforcing your low self-esteem. And the last would be that you're not willing to take responsibility. So those are the 4 ideas that I came up with, and you might have others also that you come up with. So I appreciate hearing about those. So now what I would like to go to is that if you're really being honest with yourself and you identify that you have some ideas as to when you were last part of the blame game, and you would like to stop being part of that and have joy restored in your life with your family, with your friends, with your coworkers, with your spouse, with your loved ones, then here are the secret sauce to make that happen. There are 2 keys. The first is to take responsibility, and the second is to take ownership. Okay, so back to taking responsibility. You need to take responsibility for your action, words, and deeds. And the second is to take ownership of your feelings. So I see we have Val and we have Andrea. Thank you for coming in and being part of the show today. So, saying ownership and responsibility, we need to do that on a daily basis because it takes a lot of practice. And once we continue to do that on a daily basis, we're able to do that and sustain our joy. And once we do that, we establish healthy relationships with not only ourselves, but with the other people who are around us and within our tight community. So in saying that, I would like to offer to those people who would like any private consultation that I do offer that as a complimentary basis. If you go to my website at www.tracylynncox.com, and for those of you who would like to know the other 10 destroyers of joy, the other 9, other than the blame game, I have a PDF available for you. And you would be able to get that by going to www.tracylynncox.com/destroyersofjoy/. And I'll put that down in the comment box below when we finish our presentation today. So I want to thank you for joining me today and for tips and strategies. And I'll be back next week for Tune In for Your Time Out. And if you have any comments or questions, please leave them for me, and I'll get back to you whether you've been here live today or if you are seeing this as a replay. Thanks so much for joining me. Tune in for your time out. I'll be back again next Thursday. Have a great day. Be blessed.